My name is Steve Shearing. I own the AMSOIL Snocross race team. We've taken the AMSOIL products to the extremes and they've delivered every single time. Last race of the season at Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, one of our drivers was out in front, got rear-ended, broke the heat exchanger. We lost all our coolant the second lap of the 15-lap main event. Our driver was able to finish a race in a top 5 position with the motor still running. The good thing about the AMSOIL products, it's so constant. You know, we have the exact same performance results time after time after time. For more than a decade, we've been winners with AMSOIL.
Welcome back to the AMSOIL Championship Snocross Series. I'm Misha Johnson, and remember that each week we're going to get a little crazy with the Monster Energy Sled Next Invasion Tour. And speaking of, I happen to be standing by a stuntman himself, Mr. Paul Thacker. Paul, for those folks at home who maybe have never seen your show, how would you explain it?
Oh boy, it's death-defying. You know, it's just, some of us are just wired to always be pushing the envelope and looking for the next adrenaline rush, and going upside down on a snowmobile definitely gives you an adrenaline rush.
So now what would you say about the kids, though, who now their parents are going, no, I don't want them doing a backflip? What do you say to them, or how do you know who can do this and who maybe shouldn't?
I think that everybody's capable, but it takes a lot of focus, a lot of dedication. It's not easy. It's not as easy as it looks. So it's something, you know, if you really want to do it, you got to take your time and build up to it. But to parents that are worried about their kids, you know, I think there's a lot of other things out there and a lot of other worse trouble they could get in than being a freestyle snowmobiler.
That is very true. You make a good point. Now, you hold the current world record for the longest jump. Talk to us about that.
Well, in March at BIR, Brainerd International Raceway in Brainerd, Minnesota, I jumped an entire football field, actually almost 2 feet past a football field. We went 300, almost 302 feet. Yeah, everything that we do is calculated. I have a full safety crew. There's a lot of mathematics involved. All my ramps are built to spec with a computer program, so we have an idea, and then I have to come up with the other, you know, million things that possibly could go wrong that we hope doesn't. So there's definitely science behind it. It's not just a shot in the dark.
No, absolutely. So kids, be safe. So how do we top that? Well, it is time for more racing action. So we're going to go to the broadcast booth where Rod Simons and the MacMan Paul Mack are standing by. Guys?
Welcome back to the AMSOIL Championship Snowcross Series in Duluth, Minnesota. Rod Simons and the MacMan Paul Mack. Round 2, Heat 2 on a steamy, cold, 19-degree night. The snow holding up, and there's a bullseye on a guy named Tucker Hibbert's back.
Absolutely. You talk about anticipation. You pull up, look at that line. We're all on the starting line. I look over and see Tucker, and I go, oh, no, I got to race him.
That's right. Doug Morrissey with the flag. You see him on the right side of the screen. The guys are ready. 8 racers. Gula, Kaufman going after Hibbert tonight.
Well, look at Kaufman. Almost has a get up right at the get-go there. He was laying on his side. That was a great save by Kaufman.
Tucker out just like that. Been a long time since he's lost a race.
You know, it has. This is our first hole shot we saw, though, out of him here this week, and the hole shots haven't been a strong point, but boy, sure was this heat.
Hibbert on his Monster Energy Drink Arctic Cat number 68. He's the big gun, and he is getting some air underneath him.
Oh, man, but you got some big-name guys back there. You got guys like Tremblay behind you, Garth Kaufman, T.J. Gula. You got big-name guys. You remember the cat and mouse game we played earlier?
Yep.
It can happen right now at any given time.
Nothing like watching in the biting cold. You can hear the screaming of the engines. The Monster Arctic Cat is rumbling tonight.
Oh, man, and he's just pulling out to his old self. Just pull out in front, drive away, and don't even look back. But you never know. All it takes is one bobble, one little hiccup, and he's going to be right back.
And speaking of hiccups, you see the yellow flags. That means trouble, means slowing down. What's happening here?
You know, that's a big thing. When you come into yellow flag, you have to keep either the skis or the track in contact with the snow. That's a rule. If you do not, you are disqualified.
Skis on track, and they're paying attention to this because they're dealing with something on the track right now.
Exactly. Remember, when you're coming up that hill and you see a yellow flag, you don't know what the yellow is. You have to be in control. That's why either the skis or track must be in contact.
And you see Tucker Hibbert passing the team of yellow flags right there. The snow looks a little sloppy there, MacMan.
You know, it really does up at the top. That's that sugary snow. That base kind of gives away. And when you go to turn, you turn the handlebars, but not much happens. You can see there, it's just pushing snow. You can see it pushing.
Lap 5, been there, done that again for Hibbert. In control. Behind him, Kaufman, Gula, you just want to keep doing it.
Exactly. Tucker right now at this point, just run a smooth line. Don't worry about what's happening behind you. Run your race. Do everything you do just as you've been doing it, nice and easy with good rhythm.
Very cognizant of the yellow flags out there, but running hard in his Monster Energy drink, Arctic Cat, having a great time, but cognizant of what's behind it.
Exactly. You know, you never know what's going to happen. You could get caught up in lap traffic. You can have a minor get off, so you got to go fast enough. You don't want anyone to catch you. He's running a good, strong race.
Tucker getting some separation too. Good racing going on. TJ Gula. Oh, and TJ Gula is, oh my goodness, it's down. Has been in an accident.
Whoa, man, that's not good. You know, that was one of those racing incidents where once you're airborne and once you're committed, there's not much you can do. Boy, that was a big hit with TJ.
They have stopped the race. We have a red flag on lap 6. We'll give you a replay. It is TJ Gula, and it just seemed you're motioning towards his feet.
It appears to me, see his feet down like he
Right.
bailed off. You can see he planted his feet first. He put feet down first just to bail off, but he's trying to get off the track now. See him trying to leave the track?
Yep. Okay, the medics are on the track attending to him. We will have an update for you in just a couple of minutes here. But really a good team here in Duluth taking care of him. We'll restart on lap 7. Everybody concerned about TJ Gula, but the race has to be finished.
Exactly. When they restart, they'll restart in a staggered order, and that's good news for everybody except Tucker Hibbert. Now, everyone that was behind Tucker and he put all that distance on, they're right behind him.
And they race with heavy hearts, but they're getting it done on lap 7. It is Tucker Hibbert leading, followed closely by number 11. You know that number very well, Tim Tremblay.
Oh, exactly, Tim Tremblay. No, he came from semi-pro. You talk about someone that's got it together. For him to jump from semi-pro to pro and run this good at the first race of the year, he's got what it takes.
Great team shots here as we enter the final lap. Tucker Hibbert, again, will continue to win. Hasn't lost in a long time. The crowd very appreciative. A thumbs up, there it is from number 68 on his Monster Energy drink ride, but all the concern again for TJ Gula, and we're getting preliminary indication that he is okay. He has feeling, which is great, feeling through his extremities, which is great news. A few broken bones, but the bottom line is he's going to be okay.
You know, thank the Lord, because this really is one big fraternity. Nobody wants to see anybody get hurt out there, and everybody out there is doing their best to stay out of the way, but incidents happen. There's nothing you can do.